feel like it's a new day, it's a new era for me. The 8th year, 2025, is a year of new beginnings for Kimberly Shantae. Hey butterflies, welcome back to my channel. My name is Kimberly Shantae. Y'all, we in the car. It's a car vlog. Not on purpose, but it works. Let me make sure. Let me get ready to get out of here. But before I leave, I wanted to share something with y'all. Today is the day I am going to get my name changed. Yeah. It's been a long time coming, and I've always carried my married name for my children. Let me turn this off just in case. I've always carried my married name for my children. So the idea was to always go back and change my name to my maiden name once my kids graduated school. They have done that. All 4 of them have graduated. And now today is the day. And I'm going to take y'all on that journey with me as I change my name back to my maiden name. And I know y'all probably say, oh, it's just a name, but it's not. It's my birthright. It's my name. It's my name that I was born with. I'm no longer married to my ex-husband. I have no reason to carry that name. I've accomplished so much with that name. I have gotten degrees, but thankfully I did include my maiden name on my degrees. But now I want to let this next chapter of my life be about my name, my birthright, Kimberly Shantae. And I'm excited to go back. I know it may not seem like a big deal to some people, but I've had this name for almost 30 years. And I really want to get back to who I am and who I was prior to the marriage. So in that, I feel like I desire to go back to my birth name. So when I decided to pay my house off, I kicked myself because I know I could have my house paid for by now, but I didn't do it because I was busy focusing on making sure my kids enjoyed some things. And we did enjoy them. They had their trips and stuff. But now I want to make sure whenever I pay my house off, I want my house paid off in my deed to be put in my maiden name. So that's why I want to go back to my name. I know there's so much more in this world, so much more for me to accomplish. So I want it to be accomplished in my birth name. I do not want it to be accomplished in a name that's not my family. My family is what it is, and I want that name changed back. But we're going to get on the road because I'm spending so much time talking to y'all. I ain't going to be able to get in there to the Social Security office and get my stuff done timely. Because I really want this done. So what I was trying to say is I feel like it's very important for me to go back to my maiden name. I feel called to go back to my maiden name, and I feel great about it. I've talked to my children about it to see how they felt prior to making this decision, and everybody's on board. Not to say everybody was on board in the beginning, but they're on board now because they understand when I told them that's not my name. I did not come from that. That's not my birthright. That's their birthright. Their dad, not mine. Y'all, it's raining, so you hear the windshield. It's raining. That's their birthright, not mine. It's not going to take away the fact that I'm still their mother. However, it's not something that I want to continue to carry on with me. That's not going to be my legacy. I don't want that to be my legacy at the end of the day. I want my maiden name to be my legacy. And if and when God see fit for me to remarry, that will be the name that I carry then. But for right now, we going back to my birthright, my birth name. And I'm excited about it because I didn't want my deed. I'm glad I didn't pay for my house as quick as I wanted to pay for it because I did not want the deed in that name. I want my deed in my birth name. I do not want it in my married name because this is accomplishment for me in my lineage. So I want to make sure that I'm doing everything in decency and order. And I feel like staying and keeping my children's name as long as I did was good. So, yeah, and it was a struggle. It was a struggle for me. Yesterday I was looking for my divorce decree, and it has to be a certified copy. And I couldn't find anything but the ones that my lawyer filed prior that it wasn't certified. But God had me go back. Throughout the night, I could see places to look. God was showing me different places to look for my divorce decree. And when I got up, I went to those places, and I was able to find my certified copy of my divorce decree. So y'all, we on the road. We going. We are going to the Social Security office. It's going to entail so much more than just the Social Security office. I have my bank accounts, I have my license, I have my, like I said, my loan for this home in that name. So everything is gonna have to change. Everything at work is gonna have to change. And I feel like it's a new day, it's a new era for me. And I'm excited about it because y'all don't know, this is 7. This is the year of 7. You know, 8 is the year of new beginnings. So 2024 is the year of 7, and 8 is the year of new beginnings. Because you know, everything has to be canceled in the year of 7, right? 7 years you carry debt, and it has to be canceled according to God's principle. Don't let man fool you. That's God's principle, that it made man's principle. But 7 years, everything is after 7 years, it has to be canceled out, and you start anew. So the 8th year, 2025, is a year of new beginnings for Kimberly Shante, and I'm excited for it. And I feel a little anxious if I'm being fully transparent, and it's because this is all I've known for all these years. At the young age of 18, my name changed. I did not have all this trepidation when I changed my name. And I'm not going to try to, and not to slight my family, I wasn't connected to my name. I was not connected to my name at all. I had a lot of hurt, a lot of pain, a lot of disappointments, a lot of unlove, a lot of things tied to my maiden name at the young age of 18 that I was so okay walking away from it, and I didn't have no feelings, no remorse, no nothing connected to that name. But today I feel anxious because now I'm letting go something that no longer is part of me, and I'm going back to what is a part of me, and I'm excited too. I'm excited, a little nervous, but excited. And I think the nervous part is all the paperwork that I'm going to have to get changed. That is the nervous part for me. But I'm excited to be who my mother named me. I'm excited about that. And I say my mother because my daddy ain't named me. Because y'all, if y'all knew the name that he said he was going to name me, you'll be glad. I'm glad he didn't name me. But yeah, my mother named me, so I'm going back to that name. And I'm excited. I'm excited for what God has for me in this new chapter. I've been doing so much work on me that I'm so excited and elated for all the things to come. This car is riding my behind. But I'm excited for what's to come. And I hope y'all excited for me on this journey of getting my birthright back. My name. And one thing I said, that if and when I remarry, I would always keep that name. I'm never not going to keep that name. When I got married before, I removed that name and just kept my middle name. Going forward, I would not do that. I will have my name. It would be whatever, hyphenated. Yep. Going forward. I feel so connected to who I was and where I came from. I've realized that it's so important to not run away from your past, because your past is what made you. It's so long I wanted to discount my past and just become here and now. But my past made me, so I need to embrace who I was in order to become the woman that God wants me to be. And that's where I'm at now. I'm so excited. So excited. But yeah, y'all, that's what we're on the road to do, to get the name changed officially. Walk in this world. Become in this world who I came in this world after my mom named me. Yeah. So I'm excited. So we're going to go ahead and get riding. Child, these cars is crazy. And just like that, it is done. It took me an hour and a half, less than 10 minutes for them to do it, but I had to do weights. A little over an hour and a half. It wasn't an hour and a half completely, but it was less than 10 minutes for her to actually change my name. And I will have my new card in the mail in 3 to 4 business days. I felt a little trepidation when she said, you changing your name so you only kept your name for your children? I said, yes. I said, but my youngest has graduated from high school, so that's over. And she said, yeah, I think about it, but it's a hassle. I said, even if you get remarried, it's a hassle. So why not? I said, and I have a lot of things coming up the pipeline that I wanted to be connected to my birth name, to my ancestry. So I'm excited to say, y'all, I'm officially my birth name. I'm gonna go this way. I did it. I did it. I cannot believe I did that. I've talked about it for years, and I was excited to do it and saying I was gonna do it, but I always kind of came up with a reason to not change it as soon as possible. But when I heard how simple it was, I was like, you know what, I'm changing my name. I'm going back to my family name, and I'm excited that I did it. I feel good about it. I feel really good, and up from here, we're going up from here. I thank God for the period that I had that other name. I thank God for what came from that name, my children. So that was a blessing in it of itself. My children has always been the blessing from that, and I thank God for it. I have no regrets, none. Oh, I could have went that way. I have no regrets, and I am thankful. Oh, I'm going this other place. I'm going to Sam's. I am thankful. I am thankful for this time, this season, this period. I'm so truly thankful and honored. I thank you, Jesus. I didn't think I had the guts to do it, and I did it. I did it. It is a blessing. Thank you, Jesus. start, y'all. So I normally have my oatmeal every day. I do 1/3 cup. I used to do a 1/2 cup, but I cut back to 1/3 because I'm full before I finish the 1/2. So I cut back that serving. I prepped this all yesterday just to minimize what I needed to do because it takes time to cook all this. So when I'm at work, I have my stuff already pre-prepped. I don't measure it out and have it sitting in my refrigerator in bowls. I find this more efficient for me. I find this more efficient just to have it in these containers, and then I put it in a bowl and prepare it for my breakfast. So this is the oatmeal, and then I just take some of my apples and dump them in, and like so. This is my almond milk. Y'all know I make my own almond milk. So this is it. I shake it up, put it in my and then I just mix it around. And I put this in the microwave for 2 minutes. And then I come back and add my walnuts and my date syrup to add the sweetness. I used to do strawberries and blueberries, but that is out of season. So I try to eat within season, so then I can err on the side of consuming less processed foods versus eating things that's in season and should be okay. So that's why I'm doing my roasted apples instead of strawberries and blueberries. We will resume strawberries and blueberries when it is summertime or spring, whenever they're in season. So you see, I measure everything out. See, I measure everything out. It's 0.05 of walnuts for my oatmeal. And I try to measure everything out so I'm not over consuming and making sure I'm ingesting what I want to ingest versus just fixing things. Because I find with me, if I just fix my food, fix my oatmeal without measuring it, I over consume. And I actually put more in my bowl than I will eat or need to eat because I'm normally full. If I just eyeball it and put it in my bowl, it's too much. So I really like that I've started measuring things out and eating this way because it helps me be mindful of the amount of food I'm fixing, so I'm not wasting food or over consuming food. So yeah, this is what I do daily. I love meal prepping. It's my date syrup. This is my date syrup that I use. I love meal prepping and having my breakfast prepared, especially in the winter months. Well, I normally have it prepared in the in the sun all year long, because for breakfast I normally eat around the same thing all the time. Y'all remember I was on my tofu tacos for a while, so now I have migrated to oatmeal for the winter because I like to feel full longer, and with oatmeal I find that I don't eat as much. I'm full and not constantly grazing and looking for food, so that's why I normally err on oatmeal in the winter months, because in the winter months that's when you want to hibernate and be cozy and warm, and this keeps me full longer, so I'm not always, like I said, grazing and over consuming food, and will mess up my diet and my weight loss and everything I've done thus far. So I'm trying to keep on that journey. So if you're looking for a good option to eat in the winter months or anytime, oatmeal is always that girl, and she will keep you full. And I really enjoy this. It's good. I love the nuts for the crunch. Yeah, that crunch, I love it. I wanted to share some things that I got. I didn't share it with y'all the other day because I was busy. I got so in my head about the change of my name. I was so excited that I wanted to sit with that and just reflect on it and see how it really made me feel. And how it really made me feel is excited. Y'all just don't know. Almost, like I said, almost 30 years with that name, knowing that I was carrying the name for my kids' sake, to now be back to my born name is so exciting. I'm looking forward to what God is going to do in this next year. So this year is the year of 7. So y'all know 7 plus 7 is 14, so it's 2024. This year is in the year of 7. Next year is the 8th, and it is the year of new beginnings. So I'm excited to fall into that, and I'm just excited for what's to come in my own right, in my own name, in my own right. I'm excited for that. But I didn't turn on just to talk about that. I wanted to share my pajama set that I picked up at Sam's, just in case any of you are interested. These were like $13.99 a piece, which is a steal. So I got one for my son, his girlfriend, and then my daughter. I had to order some online because a lot of them are sold out. This is something that we do every year for Christmas. We have our pajama set and take a Christmas picture every year. Just something we started doing, and I actually enjoy it. So I always buy us all pajama set so we can have that picture once a year. I'm thinking about taking some professional family pictures soon, because I am going to do a wall in my family room, my formal area, and I want to use that for my formal area. So I'm thinking about that. I want to do individual shots and family shot, just so I can update my wall, because I've already started doing some work, but not a lot. Just putting tape down of things that I want and like measuring things out to kind of get myself prepped for updating my formal area. Y'all know it's empty with nothing in it but a few odds and ends, but I really want to start working on that probably next year. So I started like prepping some things so I know what size table I need and stuff like that. I wanted to share with y'all this. So I said I was going to share whenever I got it in. My small travel Bible. It is the same. It's in the same, what is the word? It's in the same translation. That's the word I'm looking for. It's in the same translation as my regular Bible that I use at home. So I went on and got it, and it's by the same person, Holman. And if you're interested, I have it linked in the description. I'm gonna show you how it looks really quick. And what I like about this is small writing, so I might need me a magnifying glass, I don't know, but I can read it. It's still I'm able to read it. And what I like about it, it is the same writing as my current Bible. It's just in a smaller version, and it's leather bound. I might have to get me some small tabs to go on the end, just so I can find my pages easy, my chapters easier. But yeah, I like it. It's a cute little small compact Bible. Last time I traveled, I carried the whole thing, and I was like, I gotta find another solution. Carrying a big Bible is cool, but I think this will be even cooler while I travel. And yeah, this is how this one looks. And this is the update of my closet. I have been writing key scriptures that I just love. This is one of the things I bought and put on the wall. And this right here. That's the thing. He heard our prayer. We have to trust his timing. That's what I've been doing. And this is going to be my prayer wall, so I have that up. My vision for this is I'm gonna put prayer board at the top. I'm gonna have prayer board at the top of this, and then I'm gonna have envelopes with different prayers that I'm seeking God for and put them in there. And as my prayers are answered, I'm gonna get this box. They have a box that you can put your answered prayers in, so I'm gonna buy that and put my answered prayers in those. For the actual prayer, it is going to be in an envelope as I seek God for certain things and I pray about them. I'm going to put them in those. As they become answered, I'm going to put them in that prayer box. I share that whenever I get it. I haven't bought it yet because I haven't even started working on that. I think I will start working on my prayer board in December. That's the goal for that. I wanted to share that I'm going in the book of Joshua. Y'all, I'm going to tell you, if y'all don't listen to nothing else I be saying, this is the most I've ever understood the Bible. When I was reading Deuteronomy and they was talking about how Moses was preparing the Israelites to go into the land that the Lord promised them, and the Israelites, they was doing some mess. They were the chosen people of God, but they were always up to some mess. Worshiping idols, messing with strange women, worshiping gods that wasn't God, and just doing all the things that would cause them to not be in the good graces of God. And as Moses got closer and closer to getting them into the land that was promised by God, Moses had to start preparing to die. And the reason why Aaron and Moses died, because they did something that God was not pleased with. God asked them to go to the rock and speak to the rock and tell the rock to produce water. And that would show the act of God. But instead of them going to the rock and say, talking the water out of the rock, they went to the rock and they hit the rock with the staff. So it gave the indication that the water came through them when it actually came through God. So that was something that God was not pleased with, and he told them that they was going to die. And they did. Aaron died, and then Moses prepared for his death. And in his preparing for his death, he was preparing the Israelites for what's to come, and talking to God and creating the commands that the commandments that the Israels was supposed to follow. But God know they weren't going to follow it. But he created, if they followed those commandments, they would be rewarded with good things, nothing but blessed, abundantly blessed, and all types of things. But we as people, we are flawed. And we ain't gonna do right. We ain't gonna do right. Like now, when we're living in this world, if we keep God's commandments, we will be abundantly blessed. But we choose to act in our own will and allow things, materialistic things, things that go on in the world to drive us, to push us to do things just to be noticed, just to be liked, just anything, whatever causes you to want to be more than, whatever it is. But we as people, we are flawed and we make mistakes. And we have grace now. And we have to be thankful for grace. Because, the way those people, when you did stuff wrong in before Christ's time, you were gone. Could you imagine knowing that you were going to die, knowing the time you were going to die, and you having to prepare for your death? I feel like Moses was a strong man. He had so much favor on him. And he just prepared it seems like, about the whole book of Deuteronomy, he just prepared for his death. You have to be a strong person to do that. But he knew it, and he accepted it, and he understood, and he kept the mission. Whatever God told him to do, despite him knowing that he was going to die, whatever God told him to do, he continued to do it. I want to be that obedient. Just be so obedient to God. I really do. That is my heart desire, to do what he has me to do and to live according to his will and plan. That is really my desire. So I'm telling y'all, if y'all don't listen to nothing I say, get this Bible. I'm going to have it linked in the description, because this Bible really breaks it down for me to help me to understand it fully. I got more Bibles in my house. I gave one to my daughter, but I really enjoy reading this word. I enjoy how it's broken down. To me, it's more in layman terms for me, because back in the day when I read it, it was thou art shall and all this, and I would get confused. But this, I really understand it. And I think after I read the Bible from front to back, I'm going to learn more about it in the other languages too. I don't want to just be stuck with this. I want to learn more. I want to understand it more. I just want to know God. And then this week, a coworker of mine, she said that she's been reading books, and I discounted the fact that I've been reading the Bible. I said, yeah, I need to read a book. I haven't read a book. I only read one book this year, but I've been reading 2 chapters a day for most days this year. And I feel like that's a major feat. So I need to give myself grace and accolades for even reading the word like I sought out to. I started it, and I continue to read the word, and I'm so proud of myself. But yeah, if you want a Bible that you can understand for you can understand it and know how to apply it to your life, to me, this is a great Bible. If you're not comfortable with the Hebrew translation, the King James translation, this one is a really good Bible, and I will have it linked in the description. But yeah, I wanted to touch base with y'all on that, and also let y'all know I'm excited for what's to come, and we have a new chapter that's coming up with my birth name, and I'm just excited. I'm so excited. So y'all, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate each and every one of you that watch, that like, that comment, that share. I really appreciate you all. And I thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in the next video, butterflies.